And I'm live. It's 8 o'clock. It is Friday, June 16th, guys. So just wait for everybody to come in. It is solo night, guys. It's just me. So I guess just wait for everybody to get in here and chill. Hi, cuz. Thanks for joining in, doll. Always glad to see you here. Always. Thanks for bringing in another cousin. That's great. I love meeting new family members that I never got to meet before. Like I said, the first one I got to meet was Aunt Tina. I was about 16, and then I ended up bumping into Sabrina. And then I got to meet Grandma, and then I got to meet the old man, and then boom. Okay, not a problem. And I just threw my door open. Look at that, guys. I just had a guest show up. You coming in?
Hi!
Hey, look. Make room. I didn't think anybody was coming. I was like, going to be all by myself today, and I'm like, yeah. You know, Nate's at work. So, I'm going to be sitting here chilling. Look, guys, Chantel showed up. Look at that. I ended up having to co-host after all. So, come on in here. Just... There you go.
My arms are burnt.
You what?
My arms are burnt.
Ooh, lobster. Oh, okay. See, only here briefly, off to the gym, but wanted to tune and go. Well, hello, Ariel. Thank you for tuning in and talking with us. Hey, how you doing, Justin? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. So, perfect timing. Like I said, I thought I was just going to do this by myself. And beginning, what do we do at the beginning of every stream this month?
Shoutouts.
Shoutouts. And of course, you pop in at perfect timing. So, let's see. We're on the 16th. We'll start with, we'll do 3 for now. Okay? Because I got to make sure we have enough to go through the rest of the month, right?
Yes.
So, Ariel, just think, next month, if, actually, win or lose, if you win a prize, your name will be pulled, but you've already did reactions and comments, and next month, you're going to be having a shout-out on one of my streams, guaranteed. Yes, for you guys that are tuning in, mFers Live is my boy Nate right now. He's at work. So make sure, my son, get the shares out there. All these that are tuning in right now, share your friends. Tell them to come check us out.
I thought I wasn't going to be here today.
Well, like I said, I started my stream thinking I was going to be by myself. So first up, Richardson. There you go. And like I said earlier, you tuned in, and I give you a shout out. As soon as I see you guys make a comment, I will mention it. I will say your guys' names. Hi, Patricia. I can't do the reactions because it's only your picture, and there's so many different pictures. It's hard for me to keep track of those. Oh, look at that. And a stream wouldn't be a stream without calling Mike Maby's name. Mm-hmm. That's every stream so far, dog. Like I said, it doesn't help. He's got like the most names in here. Oh, look at that. And I haven't seen her go in, but I know my son's watching. So tell my darling sister, your sister, my daughter, Tony. There you go. Look, Tony Barner. Got a shout out there. Okay, there you go. Who do you got?
I got Pam.
Oh, shout out to Pam. Hi, Pam. And look, you got a shout out. Perfect timing.
I got Donald.
That would be Donald Patnode out in BC that I refer to as Ash when he comes in and talks. Because he always refers to me as Eric. It's childhood nicknames that we just stuck with.
And Natasha Pete.
And Natasha Parsons. It's great. Like I said, I'm glad you guys tuned in. It's amazing. And like I said, it was just amazing. You popped in. And I'm sitting here going, oh, what am I going to talk about? Like, by myself. Usually I gab with someone. I'm like, all right, I can do this. It's been a while, but I can do this. It's no problem. But to give you guys a little heads up, I'm working on a new page to try to make a little bit of profit so that I can try to put into this stream for you guys. So keep your eye out. It should be, I do believe I'm going to call it MF Wear. And it's going to be your one-stop shop. I'm going to have Stomp Down Killer gear. I'm going to have the Femstar gear there. And as soon as I'm able to make the MFer gear, I'm going to have the MFer gear there too. So you guys will have a chance to be able to purchase.
Do I still have my cream here?
I don't know. Might be. You look pretty today, Mike and Chantel.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I look pretty. I just look like myself. I guess.
Where'd you put my cream? I know I left it here.
Everybody moves everything. Oh, you're getting married soon. Congratulations, bud. Good to see you're back with your girlfriend. But make sure it works first before you marry. For those who haven't known, welcome back, Freedom. I've been married once, I got married, got divorced, I got married again, and I'm getting to that point of being divorced for a second time. You just make sure that you know for sure. Because you don't want to sit there and
Hi, Freedom.
it not work out because it sucks. It does. But you always got to look at the bright side of things. And it's good that you're back with your girlfriend. Yeah, and thank you. And like I said, usually Nate will sit here and try to share. Like he'll send the invites out. Freedom takes care of all the sharing to all the
I'll do that
girls.
after I'm done putting this on.
Yeah, I kind of figured that much. You're a little bit red like a lobster. Her skin color is almost matching my hair color right now, guys. Yeah, it's pretty red.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but
That's pretty red.
I can send you a picture. Yeah.
You look like Mike, which is the best you can be. Like I said, everyone wants to look like Mike. But I don't have I have like really white skin, I do. I have really white skin. And red hair, of course. But so you guys know, I do have my hair still. I just pulled it back. It's getting hot. It's really humid. I gotta put my hair back. But, so I hope everybody's having a good day. Did you have a good day so far?
Oh yeah.
Right on.
I got to go swimming until the rain started. Thunder.
You know how tempting it is just to jump in that pool at night?
I know.
It is. It's so tempting. But actually, and you know what? I actually know people in the buildings. I should go bug my friends over there and go, hey guys, let's go swimming. Yeah. Yeah, I know this is the one thing that sucks. I can't wait till I can have that old other format up and running because then it's not running off my phone. So that I can actually use my phone to invite to everybody. So if you guys can do me a big favor, hi Cheyenne, I want to swim. Everybody wants to swim. It's so hot. So if you guys can do me a big favor, there's a share button. Where's the share button? It's in the bottom right, right?
It's in the bottom left.
Oh, in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little share button. Share it. Invite all your friends, guys. Like I said, I'm trying to spread the peace, positivity as far as I can. I am. I know it's really hot, like I said, and a lot of people will get moody because of the heat.
Out there, it's actually not bad.
Yeah, well, when the rain hits down, it cools you down, but I find when the rain stops is when that humidity starts, and it's just brutal. Thank you. But yeah, share it to your wall, invite your friends. Let's hang out. Like I said, I ended up cutting out early. Yes, I know it's you, Trish. For you guys that know, this is...
how is he doing, by the way?
He's actually doing really well. Peace and Love MFers Live is a group page created by Trish for me and the MFers. If you guys get the chance, I know my cousin, I'm hoping to see those posts come up. There is MFers for the Love of Mike, which is a group that my cousin created. And then there's the page Mike and the MFers. And we try to connect them all the best we can. And I am streaming from MFers Live, but it's shared on each of those pages, plus my own personal page. So if you jump on, you have a hard time seeing the video or whatever, try to restart your Facebook. If it doesn't work, go jump to one of the other pages, and hopefully you guys can get in there. And like I said, I try to react the best way I can. Anybody who sends me, look at that, before I forget. Okay, I'm going to pull this down so there is no sound. Because I know it gets loud. I've gone back and watched my streams, and that dinging is really loud. But to just give you guys a little heads up from last night, I did my stream for, I think it was just over 45 minutes. And I had to go due to family issues. We had an MFer who had a seizure. And I'm not trying to brag, I'm really good at handling people who've had seizures. I've had a lot of friends who've had them. And as soon as I saw, MFer seizure, I had to go, guys. I'm sorry. And, the MFer's good, doing great. He's doing awesome. And he's up and running, and just glad I was there. But so there's the links for the groups, guys. That's all right. Thanks for tuning in, Ariel. And just make sure you get your reaction in there. And if you guys are new here, your comment, your reaction enters your name twice for a chance to win a prize.
Michelle's watching.
Is she? Oh, she is. Hi, Michelle. Get your comment in there, Michelle. Who had the seizure? It was Master Chef. Master Chef had the seizure and dropped, and I dropped everything to make sure he was okay. And he's doing great. He is. He's just overworked himself a lot, but he's doing a lot better now. We got cool sugary liquids into his system. We had him walking, talking properly, making sure he was focusing, and he's back to being himself again. And it's great. It is. Yes, he was Master Chef, guys. I know, and it sucks. But Master Chef's dealt with it a lot in his life. It wasn't something new for him. And it sucks because it takes a big toll on him. But I was there by his side, made sure he was good, and he didn't hurt himself. So, hi, Brenda. So what we're going to do is we're going to show some prizes for this month. Oh, yeah, and I got something that came today that I want to show you guys. I got money at the end of the month, getting a ride to Guelph also. So, yeah, I'll let you start with yours. She made it, guys.
So, I made this. It's for the draw. It's sad because today was my last day on the co-op placement.
Oh, was it? Summer? You going back? Are you doing the co-op next year too?
I don't know yet.
Summertime. It's always the time to sit and relax.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know what to start here to get you guys all excited, but here.
Obviously,
Here's two of the prizes. Here's the two prizes. They're $10 each. Okay, so there's two $10 Tim cards up for grabs, guys. See? So there's a couple prizes there, and then I know everybody wants this guy. Oh yeah, this is the Stomp Down Killer Stuffy. Now last month we had almost the same thing, but we had an autograph by Evil Ebenezer, and I had some stickers in there for, and so we call him the Evil Doll. But this is the Stomp Down Killer Stuffy, and he's up for grabs, guys. Oh yeah, and I want to win those cards. Of course, everybody does. But I had something that came to my door today. Now, if you guys go to Mike and the MFers, and I do believe my cousin posted it on MFers for the Love of Mike.
I don't have nothing. I don't know.
What is that?
I don't have nothing.
Well, you piqued my curiosity.
I don't have nothing.
So, this came to my door. Now, I've posted this. This was sent in to me by an MFer. And great artist, great artist. Exactly. You comment and react to each one of the streams, guys. And we've had streams where we've had to cut them into 3 pieces and stuff. Each one counts as 2. Hi, Olga. Thanks for coming in. I'm new. Nice to meet you. Oh, I love you, Olga. You're awesome. 1 Tim card for you and 1 for me, Freedom. So, I'm really excited I got this today. And I want to show you guys. I posted it because I was sent the picture of it. So I shared it with you guys. But look. Can you guys see what that? Look. I know you guys are kind of getting the glare from the stream. Let's try to tip it up a bit here for you guys. So what do you guys think? Huh? That's the MF for art that comes in. I'm going to hang this on my office wall. And every time I get art, it's going to go up on my wall. I love it, guys. I do. Because this is art that was actually made, given to me. So I can't give this away, guys. Sorry. This was actually given to me. So if you guys make art and you want me to have it, I'm not going to give it away. I will keep it myself. But then I do have fans such as Chantel who draws art and donates it as prizes. Giveaway shopping, $100,000 random person. Yeah! Wish I had that much money. No, I didn't draw this. I did not draw this. This was done by an MFer. She wishes to remain anonymous. Her signature is actually in there, guys. It took me a little while to find it. I'm not going to point it out to you guys. If you guys take a screenshot or whatever and you guys can try to find it, good luck. It took me forever. She actually had to point it out to me. But when they're ready, they will come live and you guys can meet the artist who draws me beautiful, beautiful art. It's right there. Yeah, you wouldn't even believe it. It took me forever. They actually had to point it out for me. But I think this is awesome, guys. This is beautiful. This is amazing, guys. See, that's my ring, my Assassin's Creed ring. See, it's the Creed, Assassin's Creed. This is the love that I try to spread. MFers, because it's all you guys, and all the flowers for the love and peace, and then some birds, some hummingbirds. And it's great, guys. It is. Where's Nate? Nate's at work. I know money doesn't come these days. And you know what? This MFer obviously paid for the frame and stuff, but the art is priceless. To me, the art is totally priceless because this MFer took the time to sit and sketch this out and draw this nice and neat and tidy and colored in beautifully, and then to, like, it's actually glued in there. It's glued to the frame. It's never come out. Like, well, if the glass breaks, I guess the glass can be replaced, but it's glued to the backing. And like I said, guys, this is great. And yes, Nate is watching. If you see comments from MFers Live, come up here, guys. That would be my boy. That's how he tuned in. He's actually at work right now. He's all excited because he's back at Guelph Tool again. But he still has his because he's a tool. But he still has his job at Smoke and Tony's. So he's there until 11 o'clock tonight. So you're writing the second chapter of your book. And you know what? Here's some inspiration for you, okay? I pointed this out before, but everybody has this thing that everybody talks at once, so it's hard for people to hear. I've had some MFers already say, you know, gotta keep quiet. What happened to the special guest? This is my special guest. I actually thought I was going to be streaming by myself. It was just going to be me and you guys, like it was back in the day. And then just after I started streaming, boom, door open, Chantel showed up. But this, now, you can find this picture on the internet. This actually has nothing to do with mine. I just took a random picture to give myself kind of like a cover page. This is actually a novel I've been working on for 20 years, guys, 20 years. It's called To Hell and Back, A Search for a Friend. See? A novel by Michael J. Klotz one. Now, this, look at this, guys. This is back and front. Ooh, yeah, well, this is back and front, guys, that I have done. Okay, now this is actually part of it. I do believe I have 5 chapters in here, but I actually have 7 chapters on my computer system with edited versions that actually are longer than these original chapters. Because what I was doing at one time is I'd do a chapter, I'd print it out, and then I'd put it in my book. But then after doing, like, I think it was my 7th chapter I was working on, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go back and I want to make the chapters a little bit longer so I can build a little bit more descriptive and stuff into it. So I went into it and it ended up growing even larger. But I had like 7 chapters on the computer. And I've been working on that for 20 years, guys. Oh, yeah. I even have a novel on there that I have about 3 chapters. I've been working on that one for about 1.5 years. I have all my poetry. I have like 60 poems sitting there. So did you just pull all for us? Just pull 6. We'll just do it that way, and then we'll just each pull 1. How's that? Fair? Is that perfect? So here, we're going to grab this one. We're going to do shout-outs again, guys, of course. So, who do I got? Oh, look at that! Kyle Lake. There you go, brother. I know you're probably dealing with your kids right now. He's got a set of twins, the TV, everything. Oh, yeah. Got to put that back in the drawer. We don't have to get rid of it. That would be Alicia Roy. Yes, that's Alicia Roy. There you go, dear. Shout out for you. Oh, yeah, and speaking of shout outs, after this, I actually have some special shout outs. And I don't know if they're watching, but I'm hoping they will. So, who we got here? Oh, look at this. My little brother, Chris Mack. There you go, buddy. Chris Mack, there you go. If you guys get a chance, it's chrismack.bandcamp.com. That's chrismack.bandcamp.com. He's got 3 albums on there. They're totally free to listen to. You guys should go check him out. He's a great artist.
Tanner W.
Tanner, he got one yesterday too. Who do we have here? We have Olga. Got a shout for you, dear.
My mom's watching.
Was your mom watching?
My mom's watching.
Where's your mom? Hi, Tammy. Come on, Tammy. Get your comment in there. Like I said, it could be a thumbs up. It could be one letter. Just get that comment in and it counts. 1 comment and 1 reaction, guys. And it gets your name in twice. So, oh yeah, you still got the other shout out. I'm sorry.
Hi, Amy. Bella R.
Amy. is performing better. Cool. Yes, of course. But see this, guys. I actually have some special shout outs here. You guys hear me talk about my merch guy, Chris Orm. He runs CDN Clothing Connection, so I chill with him a lot. And so his kids, these are his kids. His little girl Maya, she loves me to death. She calls me Baker Man. I think that's what it is, Baker Man. Yeah, Baker Man. Because I've come over so many times with master chefs, like baked goods and stuff.
Patricia has a question for you.
Oh, Patricia has a question. All right. Okay, you know what? You ask me your question, I will answer it, and then I'll do these shout outs, guys. Okay? Because these are special, and I told them that I would make sure I do it for them. It's just who I am. So what's your question? Oh, what's your question? What's your question, dude? Nope, I don't have brain freeze. I'm good. I almost thought I did.
Oh, my Uncle Gordon's watching.
Your Uncle Gord. Well, hello, Gord. Like I said, if you're tuning in right now, get your comment, your reaction in. Then I'll enter your name twice for the stream for a chance to win one of the prizes at the end of the month. And like I said, I'm always constantly working on trying to get you prizes. And stay tuned soon, because I think in the next couple days I might do a random prize. I think so. I'll do a random prize. So you guys can pay attention. Like I said, last month we would do little contests and stuff so you have a chance to double your names and stuff. But this month we're being fair for the main prizes at the end of the month. And that is one comment, one reaction that's your name twice at the end of the month. But I'm doing random draws throughout the month. And I've already given away 16 mini rubber munch books, which Freedom won. And I've already given away a $10 Tim card to Stephanie McLean. Would I be able to come over and sit with you on a stream? Anytime. You can come chill with me anytime. Like I said, you never know who's going to sit next to me and chill and hang out. And you look so short. You do.
It's because I'm slouching.
Why are you slouching, man? Be tall. Brah. Yeah.
My back hurts.
Oh, Chantel. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
You just want your name in there. That's all you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing that every day.
I know. Even Nate does that too. And like I said, you know.
Comment.
Yeah. Like I said, you guys get a chance. My name is the only one that's not entered. Sunday for Father's Day. What about Sunday for Father's Day? Did I miss one?
I don't think so.
Okay, let's see.
Can I use you in my story?
Okay, use my story as
Matt's
fatherhead. Not a problem. Anytime you want, that'd be great. Hi, Rochelle. There's one of my cousins from the Gervais side. Freedom's laughing. Yeah, Chantel, get off your phone. Actually, Chantel is actually inviting people. If you guys watch my past couple streams, the two of them, Chantel and Nate, sit there and invite everybody on their friends list. I can't send that out. I can't even share it on my stream. All I can do is I can go here and I can actually physically type in comments, or I have the finish button over here. This is the refresh button up here, and then on this side, this is don't want to squish your head. This right here is my filter button, and then I got my live up here, and then my eye count up here. So I don't have the opportunity that I can actually send out invites. So my guests that show up send the invites out for me, and it's great. It's great to be able to see you guys all coming in. And yes, you want to use me in your story, by all means. I always found that when writing stories, a lot of my characters, like when I first start a story, I'll base myself as the main character so that I'm in that situation. And then I use people around me. And like a lot of times with my stories, if you ever see the first draft, you'd be like, wait, that's his friend, that's his brother, because I actually use people in my everyday life as a character, and I'll be like, hey. So I think of my novel in my head, and I've already pictured it in my head like a movie style. But instead of having these famous people or whatever and no names, I actually have people that I know and I hang out with and that I have images of them, and it helps me write. Because each person has their own style of persona and the way they talk and the way they act and stuff.
By the way, who's the special shout-out?
Oh, yes. I'm getting back to that. Yes, sorry. Yes, so I'm back to the special shout-outs. Okay. Now, I know the little boy didn't get a chance to, but I'm doing a special shout-out to Gage Norton. Gage. That is my buddy Chris Norton's son. Gage Norton, there's shout out to you, brother. All right, pump fist, I guess. He's a great little skateboarder. He's awesome stuff. And yeah, he loves the baked goods too. What made me do stream every day? You know what? I'm going to answer that question. I got 3 shout-outs to do, and then I will answer that question. Okay? So, we're going to go this way. We'll go the biggest and smallest, okay? So this, Alicia Roy, we pulled her name today as a shout-out. This is actually her daughter, Jaden. So, see? Hi, Jaden Bartholomew. That's a really cool name. I like the name Bartholomew. Really, I guess, religious style, I guess. I'm not religious anymore, but I always loved that name Bartholomew. It was really amazing. And then this is her little sister. Now, oh yes, this is her little sister Natalie. Now, hers, I know you guys can't see it because it's coming up backwards, but this actually says Hair Day with hearts, and this is from Natalie. Now, the reason she says Hair Day is because I promised the girls one day I'm going to come over and I'm going to let them do something funky with my hair without cutting it, but they're going to braid it and, put temporary dye, whatever. And I told them that I will. It's just every time I've been so busy and I haven't had the chance to. And they get so excited every time they're like, little Natalie comes around and she goes, Hair? I'm like, no, not today, dear, not today. And they all get excited. And then, this one here. If you guys go back to some of my streams, I do believe this, I did mention it in May, I do believe. This little girl touched my heart. It was great. And it was just random. And I joke with a lot of people, and a lot of people are like, oh, he's got a God complex. I guess in a way I kind of do. I'm human, right? I'm a human being. But I always joke around that I'm a God, because I'm immortal, because I'm not dead yet. But I never said that before in their home. I never taught like that. And, her father knew, like Chris, he knew what I was going through and stuff, and he knew how I went, the religious aspect to dropping into, he was there, he got to deal with me when I was in my dark place. I actually met him when I was already in my dark place. So he got to actually learn and see a new side of me as I started to progress and get back away from that dark place and become myself. But this little girl, I came in one day, and I'm joking around with Chris, and I was just about to leave. And she goes, and she's always called me Baker Man, or, Baker Man, always. Every time I come in, look, it's Baker Man. Hi, Mindy. You can see, I check and see who's all popping in. And if you're on her friends list, I can see. And look, hi. And you know what? It doesn't tell me. And remember how before it would tell you anybody on your friends list, and it doesn't. And Mindy's now one of my new friends. She's on my friends list. But I've known Mindy for a while. I think I have one of your old accounts, possibly. But yes, sorry. This little girl, so I'm leaving, right? And all I hear in the background is, bye, God. I didn't think anything, and I'm chuckling as I'm leaving, and I'm thinking, okay, that was funny. So I got home, I was talking to Master Chef. I'm like, dude, remember how I've been going on all day about, I'm God and this and that? And he's like, yeah, what? I go, well, he wants to hang out with Chris, and his daughter turned around and said, have a good night, God. He's like, what? He's like, were you going on about your whole theory again? I'm like, no, dude. I didn't say anything whatsoever. So I asked the next day, and she overheard me asking her dad, because I didn't want to, just come off to her. And I'm like, dude, I think your daughter said, have a good night, God, last night to me. And she popped her head and she goes, yes, I did. I'm like, thank you. Yeah, my head swelled, but it made me feel really confident about myself. I'm like, wow, that was just random. But this is a special shout out. I did one the other day for her, and I said I would. And I think they're at gymnastics at the moment. But,
Doug,
here you go, look. Who?
Doug.
Oh, hi, Doug. Hi, Shelly King as well. See, look and see who's all here. Look. So, this is a shout out to Mylan. All right, there you go, dear. Like I said, I told them earlier because they're at gymnastics. If you guys don't get the chance to tune in, if they get to jump on later on, and because I did the shout outs now, that you can always, at the end of the stream, go back and see it. And I know their dad, he's a great guy, and he'll be like, hey, look, check this out. Look, he mentioned you guys. It's great. So, I'm going to go back here, and I want to make sure I get this question right out. What made you do streams every day? The funny thing is it actually started with autobiography. I decided that, because I was getting sick and stuff, that I wanted to do an autobiography so that I never had to worry that if I ever died, that people could know my life story from me. Not having to sit there going, oh, this guy did this, this, and this. You get to hear it from me yourself. So I was originally writing on, give me a sec, guys. Here, gotta blow my nose. I'm really, truly sorry, guys.
getting sick? Allergies? The weather?
It's probably the weather. I work in barns, so I'm in and out of the rain. When it rains, yeah. So, but yes. So I was originally writing my autobiography on my computer, and I was going back and rewriting, making sure I was getting it. And I'm like, oh no, I put this in the wrong chronological order. So I'm like, okay, I gotta move this around. And then I'm like, oh man, I put this in the wrong. And I'm going like this. I'm like, this was really frustrating. Chantal, he's allergic to you. Oh, jokes. You gotta love little guys. Great sense of humor. But so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this old school. So I took my notepad out, and I'm like, I'm gonna put jots down. So I started doing jots, and I actually have a few pages of jots down, and I'm sitting there, and like, this is going to take me a lifetime just to be able to do. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use the technology that they have in this day and age. We didn't have this technology when I was growing up. We didn't. Like, all the stupid things I did as a kid, nobody can see because we didn't have cell phones back in the day and cameras that everybody has nowadays back then. So we did a lot of stupid things, and there's no way to prove that we did it. But, so I decided to slowly start doing streaming. And it wasn't every day. The every day began May 1st is when the streaming became a daily stream. And then I've had the MFers voted, and they wanted 8 o'clock. And it's just...
Hi, Kopak.
Hey, Kopak, how are you, dear? Oh, you're not under the MJ account today. Ha 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 ha. See, I do pay attention. How do I... Sorry, here. How should I describe her Mac's mother? I don't know. Like I said, look around you and use people that are in your daily life. And when sitting and describe that person. But you don't use their name. Like, when you do your draft, your rough, like I was explaining, my very first drafts of all my stories have like people's names that I know, and then I will go back and I will actually edit it and I will create character names after the fact. I've also found that doing some stories and stuff, of course not today, that I'll even write character lists. Where, like, the one I've been working on for 20 years, you guys should see the huge character list I have for this. And my character list for it is actually my friends and my family and stuff. Because I can describe the way they look as a character, but then I can give them their own persona of what they're going to be in the book. And then this way, when I'm done my book, I go back to do my first edit on my own, is when I start changing the names. And it will get you confused sometimes. If you want, you can change your character names when you're doing a character list.
I've been on for half an hour.
Have you really?
Yeah.
That's funny. I didn't even realize. Time flies. It does. It totally flies. But yes, like I said, I write all the time. I'm waiting for this computer to get up and running. Because like I said...
did you have to take it apart again?
It's that one. He's got everything in that one. He's trying to find all the files. Because, like I said, guys, this here is only about 5 chapters of my book. Okay, and this is unedited, the unedited 5 chapters, right? And I still have like 7 chapters altogether in my computer, and they're like extended chapters from this. Because I went back to each chapter because I'm like, oh, you know, I'm only getting like maybe 2-3 pages out of a chapter. Because actually, wait, you know, we'll count this. Okay? So this is how I figure this out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 pages for my first chapter. Okay, and then my second chapter is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So why did I go 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay, maybe. But I did extend these. These are like, if these are like, okay, this is 6 pages. So I think I created an extra like page to 2 pages per chapter. In this. When would you tell your book?
Would you ever publish your book?
Of course I'm going to publish my book. Oh yeah, I'm determined to get this book done. And like I said, I have another book that I'm working on. That's kind of an erotic one. So that's definitely not for the younger generation. That book I'm working on. But this one, I want it for everybody. I've been putting my heart and soul into this, my blood, sweat, and tears in this. Trust me, this book has lasted longer than 2 of my marriages. Let's put it that way. I'm 36 years old. I've been working on this for 20 years, which means I was 16 years old when I started this. My very first idea I had, and that's why I haven't finished it. I'm putting so much into it. That's okay, dear. Like I said, I love when you come in, and I already know you go back and watch everything. I know. Oh, yeah. Like I said, Freedom, be proud, because I do believe that you have got to be one of the biggest fans that I have. You are, and you're my cousin, and it's great. Of course. And you have yourself a great and beautiful night. And you're going to miss out, guys, because, you know what? I don't know. Should I maybe, read a page, guys? Do you guys want to hear a page out of my 20-year-old novel? I don't know. I'm going to see. Let me see what you guys said. Okay? If you guys want me to read a page, I will read a page out of my novel. And actually, I have a lot of people that give me crap because I've handed this to people. I'm very proud to be family with you, too. I've handed this to people to read. And I'll be like, here, read this and tell me what you think. Argo? Salem. Hi. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so I got 2 people. Come on, guys. So let's see who all wants to hear a chapter. That's okay. Not a chapter, a page, because these are really long chapters, guys. So, should I start at the beginning, or should I just randomly pick a page?
Randomly pick a page.
I don't know, but that's going to really confuse people. Okay, MFers. Okay, I will read a page out of my book. Do you guys want me to do the very first page? You want me to do the very first page? Or do you guys want me to randomly pick one? It's nice meeting you too. What the book about? The book, okay. The book is called To Hell and Back, A Search for a Friend. And I've been putting so much work into this. This book is basically, when I'm done it and I publish it, if you go out and you buy my book, you'll actually be able to take the road trip that he takes in this to go search for his best friend. And there's so many twists and turns in this. It's amazing. Like I said, I will hand this part. This is why I still have this. I hand this to people. I'll be like, here, read this. Tell me what you think. And they'll come back and they will literally throw the book at me and give me crap. And they're like, and I'm like, what? It was terrible? They're like, no, finish it. I want to know what happens. Sorry. All right, guys, you know what? We'll start from the first page. How's that? We'll do the first page. Yeah, we'll do the first page. Okay. I hope you guys are ready for this. I've never done this before. And like I said, usually I hand this. I don't usually, I read to my kids and I read to little ones and stuff. But, yes. I will have this published one day. And like I said, I have another novel I'm working on. I have about 60 poems. I'm going to try to put a poetry book together as well. I got Master Chef working on a cookbook. He wants to work on a cookbook with me. So him and I are actually working together to do a cookbook together. I'm also working on my own little cookbook, which is going to be great. Like I said,
is there a clock ticking?
It doesn't turn, but it ticks because there's a battery in it.
That's just creepy. That's just creepy.
Like I said, I've pushed this off. I've had writer's block so bad, but I've realized, and this is why I'm determined to get this done now, is my writer's block was caused by negativity. That's what it was. I had troubles in my first marriage, and I basically took my book, shoved it aside. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. I can't do this. My head hurts. And then, of course, we separated that. It's been stressful, and I try to, put my experiences in here, and I try to, But so you guys know, this is not a true story. This isn't. The thing that's going to be true about this is that you can actually take the path he takes, the road trip that he takes. It's amazing, because I actually have some known places that are in here that, you can Google map it, and it'll actually take you to the direction where this book takes you. So, I'm going to do the first page for you guys. So this is a little taste, and I hope you guys like it. I really do. So my first chapter is called The Beginning. Okay. It was a warm but cool night. Mikkel Mystic, a young slim man with red hair in his late 20s, and his best friend Ken Glover, who loved to be called Obi, and Obi's girlfriend Christina Cross, were out drinking. They were at Spike's Tavern having a few drinks. Because his girlfriend had just left him for another man a week or so earlier, he tried to hold back his feelings. But it was hard around Obi and Christina because they were too busy mulling over each other all the time. This night was different, though. Christina was worried that Obi was hiding something from her. As for Obi, he was hiding something, but didn't care much about it. She'd been noticing that little things were changing between them because Obi looked at her differently lately, and it had started to bother her. After a while, Mikkel got up to use the bathroom to relieve some weight off of his bladder. As soon as he left, she turned to Obi and started to question him. "Obi," she started, "is there something you need to say?" "Now, Sugar Lips, would I have a reason to be hiding anything from you?" he replied. "No, but I have this funny feeling that you are." "Don't worry," he confronted her. "If I had something to hide, you'd be the first to know. Not only that, don't you think we've been together long enough, 3 years, that I won't hide anything from you?" "That's true," she replied. "I'm sorry for thinking you were," she said while wiping a tear away. "It's okay, don't worry about it," he stated while gripping her closer to him. He grabbed her head and pulled her in for a long, passionate kiss. "How can you guys breathe?" Mikkel interrupted. They stopped kissing and ordered a few more drinks. An hour later, Christine and Obi were loaded, and Mikkel got stuck driving. Obi and Christina climbed into the back seats and held each other close. As they all pulled out of the parking lot, both Christina and Obi passed out in each other's arms. After driving for about 10 minutes, Mikkel came to a stop at a red light. There was no traffic around whatsoever, but out of the blue he heard a scream behind one of the buildings. He pulled the car over to the side and got out. He followed the screams and headed towards them as they got louder. He went behind a bakery building, found and found a young woman being raped by an overweight, dark-clothed stranger. Mikkel ran up and kicked the obese man in the face. The obese man got up and revealed to Mikkel who he was. It was the guy who took his girlfriend, Lucky. Mikkel's mouth dropped. He then stood up and spun in the air, slicing it with his foot, landing into Lucky's face, busting his nose instantly. He then grabbed Lucky's head and rammed it into the nearest car window, leaving his battered body to rot. Mikkel turned around, holding his hand out, telling the girl that it was okay and that the fat man won't be touching her again. She didn't know what to do. She could run for the nearest phone and call for help, or go with a stranger that may have just killed her rapist. Then she saw the obese man move, and she grabbed Mikkel's arm and pulled herself to him. They started heading towards the lights, back to the street lights. How's that, guys? I actually went a little over a page because I got up to here. I could continue this on, but that's easier. So what do you guys think?
I liked it.
You like that?
I liked it.
Be honest, guys. If it's horrible, let me know. Like I said, I always love people's creative criticism. What is this book thing called? Oh, this book thing. This book thing is the book I'm working on, Bobby Joe, and it's called To Hell and Back, Search for a Friend, and I've been writing it since I was 16. Olga wants me to continue. Oh. Would you guys like me to read you another page? How much? We've been on 43 minutes?
Yeah.
Do you guys want me to read you another page? You know, I'll give you guys a little bit of the time delay. If you guys want me to read another page, I will read one more page for you guys. Thank you, Bobby Joe. Like I said, this one I've been working on, and all right, okay, guys, I will continue on from where I was. All right, so they started heading towards the lighted streets. "Are you okay?" Mikkel asked. "Yes," she stammered. "My name is Melissa Connors, and I owe you my life for what you just did." "My name is Mikkel. You owe me nothing," he said. "As long as you're all right, that's all that matters. Do you need a ride anywhere, Melissa?" No, I don't have anywhere to go. That's why he grabbed me. Because I'm homeless, she said as she started to cry on his shoulder. You can spend the night at my house with my friends and me. We were just heading there to get some sleep, he offered. Sure, that'll be nice, she responded, and thank you for everything. So Melissa gave Mikkel a hug, and they walked back to his car. He opened her door for her and then slid into the driver's seat himself. He explained who his friends were and how they were passed out from all the booze they had just had at the bar. He turned the keys and started the engine. It revved to life. And he pushed down on the gas pedal. They got to Mikkel's house in no time flat. A large house with fencing all around. It looked like a mini mansion. Mikkel pulled up to the key panel and punched in a few numbers. Then the iron gate doors swung open, allowing them to pull in closer to the front doors. He pulled up in the front of the door and turned off the engine to his car. Melissa stared at him the whole time. I love story time. Melissa held the door open while Mikkel carried each of his friends in, placing them on their bed, one at a time. He then pulled the blankets over them, turned off their lights, and headed back towards the kitchen. He flipped up a switch and the lights came on, showing an island in the middle of the oversized kitchen. Pots and pans hanging above it. You could see that a chef lived here with all the kitchen needs available on hand. He grabbed 2 extra large coffee mugs and poured coffee for them. They headed towards the living room and sat down upon the leather sofa. Melissa kicked up her feet and started talking about herself to Mikkel. She told him how her father beat her a lot as a child and that she finally got so fed up that she left. She explained how her mother never believed her, so she had nobody to turn to. She had been living on the streets for about 3 years and had men offer her money to sleep with them, only accepting a few times so that she could survive. Mikkel assured her that he was not into that and that he saved her so that she wouldn't get hurt. He even offered her to stay on his couch till she got on her feet back on solid ground. He gulped back the last of his coffee and told her that he was heading to take a shower. Mikkel turned on the taps to the shower and took off his clothing. He then slid into the hot, soothing water. The water came down hard upon his body and eased his daily pains away. He stood there stretching his muscles in every possible way, cracking every sore spot he could think of. He washed away the blood from his arm. Lucky's blood must have seeped down Mikkel's arm during the fight. It washed away with ease as the shower poured down upon it. He gripped his shoulder, rubbing at the wound just near the top, a broken collarbone from when he was hit by a car when he was only 10, which never fully healed. What do you guys think? Good? Read more than page 1. I did. I read 2 pages for you guys. And you know what's funny? Is those 2 pages on my computer system are probably about 3 to 4 pages now. Because like I said, I went back when I did chapter 6 and 7. I actually went back on my computer and I'm like, I'm going to add to these. I want more description in this.
No more, she says.
Oh, no more? Okay. Olga's saying more, please. Patricia's saying no more. Like I said, I put a lot of...
More.
I put a lot of effort. You know what, guys?
We have time.
Do you guys just want me to read you the chapter? Do you guys want me just to full out read the full first chapter? It's up to you guys, okay? Because, like, I got, see here, 1, 2, 3. I got about 3 pages. If you guys want me to read the chapter, I will, okay? I will give you guys a chance. So I got yes. I'll go on story time. You know what's going to be funny? I can picture my cousin Freedom messaging me at some point either tonight or tomorrow, giving me crap that she missed out on me reading this, and that she had to actually go back and read it and listen again. Is she not watching? I thought she was. Oh. All right, guys. Do me a favor. Send those invites out, guys. Send the shares in. Share it to your wall. Let's get everybody in here and get as many people as we can to listen to this. Tell him I say hi.
Tell him Let me say hi.
Hi. All right. Okay. Everybody wants me to do this. Okay. So you guys know, 7-Eleven right now, guys. If you have crazy funky hair, you get a free slushie. No, my hair wasn't. I paid for mine. I'm sorry. Well, I didn't pay for mine. I actually had an MF for buying one. I'm on a roll with inspiration. All right, guys. I will read the entire first chapter that's in this book. Okay, and just remember that this first chapter is actually longer, and I do believe I think I've changed some of the names as well in the master copy I have. All right. So where is it here? Okay. So he turned off the taps and began. Okay, and I'm going to fair warn everybody now. There is an adult scene. There is no swearing in this, but there's a passionate scene here just to give you guys a heads up. It's in the first chapter. Okay, so he turned off the taps and began to dry himself and slipped into his long black housecoat. He opened his hall closet and grabbed the blanket and pillow out. He headed into the living room to give Melissa the pillow and blanket when he noticed that she wasn't there. He opened the front door and peered outside. She was nowhere to be seen. He put the pillow and blanket back into the hall closet and headed to his room for some sleep. He opened up the door, and there he saw Melissa lying in the middle of his bed, wrapped up comfortably within his wolf blanket. He turned to head back towards the couch where Melissa sat up and said, "Please, come to bed." "Why?" Mikhail began. "I thought that if you were comfy, I'd let you have the bed and I'll take the couch tonight. I don't mind at all." "Please," she begged. He walked over to her and sat at the edge of the bed. "I didn't save you to sleep with you," Mikhail explained. "I know," she replied. "It's just that I want to reward you for your kindness," she said as she grabbed his head and lowered his lips to hers. So we're getting steamy, guys, just to give you guys a heads up. Sorry. Holding on to him tight, she pulled him back on top of her and started to rub her hands all over his back. She then rolled him to his back and climbed on top of him. Slowly easing herself down, Mikhail could feel her body shake with every movement she made on him. She slowly began to pick up the pace and started riding him, rubbing her hands all over his rock-hard abs. Mikhail reached up and cupped her medium-sized breasts with his hands, slowly caressing them. Rubbing his hands all over her body, he felt her tense up and she started moaning in excitement and shivering upon him. He knew that she was enjoying this a lot and that she didn't want to give up. She pulled her long, dirty blonde hair back and pounded harder and harder. Mikhail thought they would break his bed, but it was holding up so far. She began to arch her back, and he gripped onto her hips to hold her in place as she pounded even harder. Mikhail felt that his time was coming, and he held on for dear life as he exploded inside her, and Melissa shuddered at the same time, both climaxing at the same time. They held... Yes, I told you it was a steamy part. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. They held on to each other for the rest of the night. Mikhail turned his head towards hers and noticed that she had fallen asleep already. He then turned his head towards his window and saw the sun trying to break through the night and peered at his alarm clock. He had then realized that they had been having sex for nearly 4 hours. He closed his eyes tight and drifted off into a deep sleep. Later that day, Obi and Christina woke up with major hangovers from the night before. Obi headed toward the kitchen to make a fresh pot of coffee for himself, Christina, and Mikhail. Christina went to take a shower and found Mikhail's clothes still in the bathroom. She grabbed them and went to drop them off in his room, and she spotted Mikhail's house guest. She ran to Obi and pulled him by the arm to Mikhail's room. She pointed to the two bodies lying in each other's arms, snoring up a storm. They looked so comfortable and she didn't want to wake them, but Obi knew that Mikhail didn't like to sleep the day away, no matter what time he goes to bed. "I guess I'll go grab another coffee cup," he said as he headed back to the percolator and started making 4 cups of coffee. Christina closed the door and jumped into the shower herself. A few minutes later, Mikhail came walking out of his room and sat down on one of the bar stools, grabbed his coffee and started sipping on it. "Have a good night, did we?" Obi asked with a smile on his face. "It was a perfect night, my friend," replied Mikhail. "I love to stay and chat, but I need to go to the office and grab one of my programs. Can you do me a favor, Obi?" he asked. You're tripping me out. You are. You're like, I thought somebody was beside me. Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Yes. Can you do me a favor, Obi? He asked. Sure, buddy, he responded. Anything you want, just name it. Well, tell Melissa, he began. That's the girl's name, laying in the bed. If she wants, she can stay here until I get back from the office. I'll be back soon. No problem, buddy, replied Obi. Just make sure you take a muffin with you so that you don't miss breakfast. Yes, father, he said with laughter in his tone. Hey, if it weren't for me, you'd be nothing but skin and bone. I know. That's why I have to exercise all the time so that I don't turn into Jake and the Fat Man, he chuckled. Mikkel drank back the rest of his coffee and went back to his room. He tossed on a pair of jeans, whipped on a muscle shirt, slid into his socks, kissed Melissa on the forehead, and headed back out to the kitchen. Obi tossed him his wolf pewter keychain and then tossed 2 banana muffins at him. Mikkel caught them and started wolfing them down. He ran outside and jumped to his car, revved it a couple of times, and sped out of the driveway towards downtown. Christina stepped out of the bathroom and started ordering Obi around. Go wait, Mikkel, before he gets pissed at us for letting him sleep in. He already left a few seconds ago while you were still in the shower, he replied. Okay, I'm really sorry, guys. I actually do realize I have swear words in here. Okay, get the F out of your grump, she bitched. I'm not the one in a bad mood, he started, looking confused. I only stated the facts. No attitude, no yelling, just normal like most people. Listen, Obi, she began. I got a phone call the other day that you were cheating on me with some girl from Club Dunham. What do you have to say to that? Nothing, because it's not true, he stated. I've never cheated on you and never will, because I'm not like that. You ask Mikkel when he gets back, and he'll tell you the same thing. He'd lie for you. He's your best friend. How can I listen to him or you? We're almost done the chapter. I know, right? Don't believe everything you hear from other people. Bullshit, she yelled as she slapped him. It's over, Obi. I'm sick of all your secrets and I'm leaving you forever. She ran to the room, grabbed a suitcase, filled it full of her things, and ran out the door, leaving Obi standing there with his mouth wide open. He didn't know what to do. It went down so fast that he didn't even get a chance, give him time to react to anything. He sipped on his coffee, trying to figure out what the hell just happened. But he didn't know what to do next, because the two of them always went for a walk before he left for work. His world came crashing down on him, and he was finally lost with no clue on what to do next. He finally got his thoughts together and went to wake up Melissa.
Oh, my sword.
Oh, I know. I'm reading. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I didn't realize it. But yeah, he finally got his thoughts together and went to wake up Melissa. He told her what Mikkel had said. He was stepping out soon as well. She told him that she had to run to get her... Excuse me. She had to run to get things done. Thus, she stood up, burying her naked body, and she began tossing her clothes on. Obi went back to the kitchen and began writing Mikkel a note for when he got back. Melissa walked past Obi and waved to him as she walked out the door. He placed the note next to the percolator, set the timer for coffee, went to his room and grabbed a few things, tossing them into a duffel bag and began to head out the door. He looked back into the hall and said aloud, I'm truly sorry, my friend, but what is needed to be done. Closing the door, he locked it and tossed the keys into the mail slot and went to the garage, threw his bag into the trunk, slid into the driver's seat of his car and started the engine. As he started to pull in reverse out of the big bay doors of the garage, backed up far enough to turn... he started to pull in reverse and out of the big bay doors of the garage, backed up far enough to turn around and shifted it into drive. He looked back as he drove out of the gate and began to cry as he drove away. When Mikkel got back home, he found a set of house keys lying on the floor, and nobody was around to be seen. He headed to the kitchen and poured himself a cup of coffee and went to sit down when he noticed out of the corner of his eye a note underneath the percolator. He grabbed it and began to read it, and this is what it read.
Amy has a surprise.
Huh?
Amy has a surprise.
Okay, almost done.
She's not on here, though.
Okay.
Watch over there. She'll come out from over there.
Okay. Yeah, let me finish. Okay, I'm almost done, guys. Okay, so he grabbed it and began to write, and this is what I read. Dearest friend Mikkel, Melissa told me that she had running around to do, and that she'd keep in touch somehow.
Oh, the shoes look.
Hope she can see. Sorry, guys. MF were outside. Wanted to wave, so I waved. I will start that note over again. I'm sorry, guys. Dearest friend Mikkel, Melissa told me that she had running around to do and that she would keep in touch somehow. Christine and I had a big fight. She accused me of cheating on her and she left me. I don't know when I'll be back, if I come back. I've realized that I need to find my true self and I don't need to bring anybody down with me. Best of luck, my friend, and keep it real. Ken O.B. Glover, your best friend. With those final lines, he knew he would have to find his best friend and save him before he got hurt. He went to his room, tossed some clothes into a duffel bag. He went to the hall closet and tossed his travel case into the duffel bag as well. He then went into the kitchen, grabbed the largest coffee mug, filled it up, turned everything off, and headed out the door. He held his head high as he knew this would be the beginning of his adventures to find his best friend before it was too late. So I hope you guys like that. I do. I really hope you guys do. There's one chapter, guys. And that's not even and it's not, perfect timing. And that's not even the full chapter, because like I said, the full chapter has actually been extended more. But like I said, it's to get into that computer and get my files. And then I can work with it. And like I said, I'm determined to... I gave you guys, you know what? I started off giving you guys one page, and then I gave you a second page, and then I ended up giving you the whole chapter. And I know, if you guys, let me guess, if you guys had your way, I'd probably sit here and read you guys everything I have. But then it's going to suck, because you guys are going to get upset because I'm not done it yet, and I want to get it done. But I hope you guys like it. I do. If there's anything that you guys want me to change it, give me suggestions. Like I said, I'm trying to... that's just the beginning. And like I said, that what I have on my computer is actually longer than that chapter that I just read, because that was originally a draft that I printed out.
Where?
Oh, she said that when you were looking out the window.
Where?
But you know what? We're going to do a couple more shout-outs, and then we're going to do our sign-off, because we have hit our hour. So you grab the last 6, I'll grab 6.
Okay.
All right, so 1, 2, 3,
4,
5, and boom, 6.
Cool.
All right, so you know, I'll let you do the first shout-out. How's that?
Okay. So the first one goes to Shelby.
Ooh, there you go. Okay, so my shout-out, Kyle Lake. There you go, brother. Shout-out to you, bud.
They're the one and only Mike Maybe.
Of course! A stream wouldn't be a stream without the shout-out to Mike Maybe. Like I always say, he had the most names entered.
And it's my bestie.
Can I say mine first? Okay. Jesse Hanna, there you go, buddy. There's another shout-out for you, brother. Okay, go ahead.
I got my bestie, Amy Meyer.
Oh, God, yes, this is great. I don't even know if he's watching right now.
No, she's not.
No, he's not watching, but check this out, guys. Shout out to my son, Nate. There you go, buddy. He's at work right now, but there's a shout out for you, my boy. So I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the beginning of my novel. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. So you're going to say your goodbyes to everybody?
Yes. Shout out to all my friends, family, and to everybody who watched the stream tonight and watched me pop in randomly.
Yeah, well, like I said, if you guys watch at the end of the stream, go back to watch the very beginning. You see me setting up. I'm by myself, and I start talking, and you hear the door. And I turn, and I'm Chantel. I'm like, oh, I thought I was going to do this by myself, but don't leave, read more. Oh, I love you guys. You guys are great.
But anyways, shout out to all my friends and family and to all the viewers out there who watched tonight. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you soon.
And I'm going to do my shout out. Je t'aime, honey. I know you sometimes watch. You may not comment. You may not react. Sometimes you do. Je t'aime, honey. Okay, and always remember, guys, peace, love, and positivity. If you guys get the chance, get those selfies in. Teach your friends how to do it. Peace, love, and positivity. And this, because of one of the new MFers that was brought in by Ariel, he was studying sign language, and this is actually the power of attraction, which is what positivity is all about. It's all about surrounding yourself with positivity, and positive things will happen. You surround yourself with negative, and negative things are going to happen. Always look positive. Always look on the brighter side of things, and it will help you guys get through quite a lot. But until I'm back on tomorrow, guys, it will be the same MFer time, same MFer channel, 8 o'clock, here on Facebook. I love hanging out with you guys. Peace, love, positivity, and give me those selfie, guys, and always spread the word. And, hey, share this, get your friends to watch it, and let's make the MFer Nation huge. All right, guys? Peace, love, and positivity, and you keep working on that book, all right?
Bye.
I didn't hit it! Look, guys, I thought I hit it, and it didn't work. So there, guys, sorry. Peace, love, positivity. I'm going to see if this works this time, okay? I guess it just didn't want it.